Hello everyone, welcome to my condo. We'll be doing some sword work today, and today's class will be seated, so feel free to get yourself into a nice comfy chair, dining room chair, kitchen chair. If you're going to be on your couch like me, well, please move to the edge so you can still sit up nice and straight so we're not slouching. Same thing if you're going to be practicing on your bed. Make sure that you still have nice, strong posture, right? We don't want to be slouching for any of this. I do recommend the couch or the bed. If we lose the sword along the way, it has a nice cushy platform to land on. So, you know, and also, why not? We need all the little extra comfort and self-care that we can get at this time, right? We're going to start with just a quick warm-up for our upper body. So we'll start with our deep breath. Inhale and exhale. Good. Inhale and twisting to the corner. Exhale. Inhale and exhale to the other side. Good. And one more time, deep breath. Inhale and exhale. I just realized that I have my microphone on my shoulder and my shoulder's cracking like crazy, so you're probably all hearing that. That's fun, right? Let's reach over to the side. And the other side. And to the corner. And to the other side. Good. We're going to roll the shoulders back nice and big. And alternating forward. And reverse. Good. Arms up into temple, relaxing the head, lowering the hands to feel the stretch down the side of the neck. Good. And lifting the hands to lift the head. We're switching to the other side. Good. And reaching up to the ceiling all the way through the fingertips. And other side. Again, right. And left. Good. One more time, right. And left. Good. We're going to bring the right arm across. And reaching back. Other side. And across. Good. Making nice soft fists with the hands. We're circling in together. And reverse. Good. And shake it out. All right, so we're going to be working today with balancing the sword on our head and then doing some arm and chest work with that. So if you would like, please feel free to wear a scarf around your head to save your scalp. After so long of having that sword on top of your head, you will start to hurt. So if this is too much for you right now, please feel free to pause the video, take a break, take the sword down, come back to it, put it back up. I don't want anybody getting a headache or injured, right, because of this practice. So I'll be trying to take breaks along the way also for myself, because as you know, I also get migraines, so nobody wants that. But yeah, listen to your body, go with what feels right for you. So to start off with, we are going to take our handy sword, right? Remember, we're looking for that balance point that we've been practicing at. So wherever it is on your sword, depending on the size of the sword and the balance of it and the length of it, right? Each one is going to be a little bit different. So we're going to be resting that sword right on top of the head. Remember, we're keeping a nice straight chin. We're looking straight ahead, nice and lifted chest, shoulders down, nice strong posture. We are balancing the sword to our head. We're not leaning or tilting or looking to get that sword to balance, right? We're keeping the chin level, looking straight forward and balancing the sword to our head. Good. So take as much time as you need, right? Get that sword nice and stable. And please feel free, if you're not feeling comfortable with it, right? Keep the hands up so that you can catch it right away. Even though these performance swords have been dulled, they will still hurt you if they fall, right? So please just be careful. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna start with just raising our arms. Now normally, right, when we lift our arms up overhead, what do I always say? We want to keep those elbows behind our field of vision, right? And that's how you make sure you have a nice straight arm. But the issue is, once you have the sword on top of your head, your sword is in that position, right? So we actually need to keep our arms where we can see them in our peripheral vision. So we're just going to practice a little of that to start off with. So I'm going to take both arms. I'm going to lift up the front, right? And then we're going to come up, back, nice and slow, right? Remembering to keep your arms in your field of vision, right? And if you want, just pull them back ever so slightly until you touch that sword, nice and gentle. So you can kind of start to get an awareness of where that is, right? We're going to drop down the front again. Good. And again, we're going to reach both arms up the front. And pulling back. Still can see each arm from my field of vision, right? And again, dropping down. One more time, lifting straight up the front and gently pulling the arms back, nice and slow. Just gaining awareness of where that sword is. Good, and let's bring it down again. Excellent. So this time, keeping that in mind, right, where that spot was, where we held our arm, how much of that elbow that we could see from our peripheral vision. This time we're going to lift our arms up the sides. Right? So I'm reaching out to the sides, raising both arms, right? Trying to keep in mind where I see that elbow. Good, and down. Nice and slow. Again, reaching both arms up, keeping those elbows in your field of vision. Good, and down. And one more time, both arms up. And down. Good. We're going to do one arm at a time. Right arm up. And down. Left arm raise up. And down. One more time. Right arm up. And down. Left arm up. Good, and down. Good. We're going to take a break from this for a second. So we'll take the sword down for a minute. Take a breather. Grab a drink of your water or what else you happen to be drinking at this moment. I'm not going to lie. I have been partaking in some afternoon martinis lately, and that has definitely been helping. So yeah. Whatever you can do. Like I said, every little bit of self-care helps, right? Okay, so we're going to add a little bit of chest work to that, right? So we're going to work on our normal chest circle right? Nice and horizontal, our left, front, right, back, or right, front, left, back, right? We're gonna work on our chest pop, lifting our chest up, right? And our chest drop, relaxing down, right? Or using those upper ab muscles, contracting those upper abs to make a more controlled version of that chest drop, right? And then we're also going to do one other move, which I'm not sure that we did in class before, so I'm just going to go over it quickly right now. It's called a V pop, right? So it's essentially going to be exactly what it sounds like. We're going to pop the chest up, but in the shape of a V. So I'm going to start to the right corner. I'm going to lift up to the right corner. I'm going to come down to the center and then lift up to the left corner and down to the center, right? So lifting up, down, up, down, again, up, down, up, down, one more time, up, down, good. So you'll notice as we do our V pop, right, our head turns very slightly with that naturally, okay? So this is going to make this the more tricky chest motion that we're going to be working on today, because it's going to involve that turning of the head, right? And what happens when we turn our head? Our sword turns as well, right? And what happens when we stop turning our head? Our sword continues to turn, right? So let's get the sword back on top of the head, right? We're looking for that balance point again in the sword. Chin nice and lifted, head looking straight forward, right? Nice straight back, nice posture. We're balancing to the head, right? We're not moving the head to balance the sword. We're moving the sword to balance to the head, okay? So in order to get ready for that V pop, we're just going to turn our head very slightly, keeping that chin level, right? Looking first with the eyes, turning the head. We're going to look over to the right, stop the head, feel how much that sword moves. Good. We're going to turn the head, looking over to the left, stop, feel how much that sword moves. Again, looking to the right and stop, wait for the sword to catch up. Looking over to the left and stop. Good. One more time, looking right and stop. Turning, looking left and stop. Right? So be aware of how much that sword is going to move, right? That it's going to keep going and not overcompensating, right? To want to tilt the head, right? Keep the chin level and just be aware that that's going to happen. And the faster that we go, the more that sword is going to start wiggling back and forth, right? So, make sure scalp is still okay, right? We're going to get that balanced again. Good. We're going to start with our chest circle. So I'm starting with a left, forward, right, and back. Good. Nice and small, keeping the chin lifted. One more time. Good. We're going to pause, reverse the direction. Good. Going right, forward, left, and back. One more time. Excellent. We're going to switch to our chest pop and drop. So I'm going to lift the chest up. Good. And then down. Bringing up and down. Good. Nice and small, controlled, lifting up and down. One more time, lifting up and down. We're going to focus on just the up a little quicker. We're going to bring it up, 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 up. Good. This time focusing on the drop. We're raising it slightly so you have some place to go. Nice and small, controlled. Keep that chin level. We're dropping it down, 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 down. Good. We're gonna do our V pop now. So I'm starting to the right corner. I'm gonna lift up to the right, drop down to center, lift up to the left, drop down to center. Good. Up right and center, up left and center. Again, up right and center. Last one, left and center. Good. Let's bring that sword down. Excellent. Right? So figure out which ones feel a little bit more tricky to you, right? The chest pop versus the chest drop, right? Might be making your head move more in one direction as opposed to the other, right? So practice that, whichever one was more difficult for you. Chances are one of them was, right? So work a little bit extra on whichever one was harder for you to keep that chin level, right? Remember, make it nice and small and controlled. The more it's isolated in your rib cage, the easier it's going to be to keep that sword balanced, right? But that'll be it for this video, right? We'll work on some more where we'll do some hip motion. We'll be doing some other balancing, not just on the head, and we'll work a little bit on some combos with the sword as well. So thank you. Please, I encourage you to check in with me. I love to hear from all of you guys. I hope you're all doing well. I hope your families are doing well. And I hope this is all over soon. I love you. Stay safe. And I hope to see you soon.